interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester, coming off a full moon last night, the Beaver Moon, and looking at a pretty nice day today. Really wasn't all that bad last night. The wind finally died down. We did have some pretty strong gusty winds yesterday afternoon out of the west, in some cases close to 50 miles per hour in some locations. Out at the airport, they had a wind gust of 43 miles per hour, and down by Flint, Bishop Airport recorded 44 miles per hour. But as I said, there were a few spots, especially over in Michigan's Thumb, where they did have wind gusts of pretty close to 50 miles per hour. Pretty much nice day today all the way around. Looks like we will have a few clouds settle in as we move into the afternoon. We'll tell you why in just a moment. But right now, after a rather mild start to the morning, Matthew, what are we looking at?
Well, over at the airport, it's mostly sunny at 51. Over in Midland, it's mostly sunny at 54. Here, Radio Center, it's mostly sunny at 52. We have west winds at 12 miles per hour, and our pressure is at 30.21, and it's falling.
We have a high-pressure system over South Carolina. We've got a low-pressure system over South Dakota. That low is going to be the one that's going to affect our weather as we move into the evening hours and during the day tomorrow. The South Dakota low is going to move into Wisconsin, and then eventually it's going to be crossing the state late tonight and early tomorrow morning. That's why we will see an increase in the clouds. But before we do that, we are going to be looking at mostly sunny skies. 59 is what we're projecting our high temperature to be. Some of you might get a little bit warmer than that. Rolling into the afternoon, especially later in the afternoon, we're going to see an increase in the clouds. Might get a little bit more of a breeze out there, as Matthew said, where it's coming out of the west at about 12 miles per hour. We are anticipating a little bit of a change coming out of the southwest here this afternoon, and we will see some gusts of close to 25 miles per hour. Now, the clouds, as we said, will be on the increase. And then late tonight, more than likely after midnight, there will be a chance of a shower or two as that low pressure system does cross the state. I won't say it's a dry system, but there's very little, if any, moisture with it. And the coverage area as far as moisture is very spotty, isolated. So there's a good chance you might not see anything on your back porch in the way of precipitation. Others of you, maybe a trace, maybe 1/100th of an inch, and that's going to be it. Won't drop all that chilly either. We're looking for a low tonight of 45. Sun will set this evening at 5:23, rise tomorrow morning at 7:17. Now, cloudy early. There will be some scattered shower activity around as that low scoots across the state and moves off to the east. As it moves further away from Michigan in Canada, we'll have some clearing skies. I think our temperature is, we'll peak out at about 58 degrees, and that will be early in the day tomorrow as we work our way into the afternoon, because that low with the counterclockwise circulation is going to be moving off into Canada. It's going to begin to draft some cooler air down over us. So as we move into tomorrow afternoon, that high temperature of about 57, 58 degrees will wind up being about 48 degrees before sunset tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. We'll also see a change in the wind direction. Tomorrow, southwest, right around 12, 13 miles per hour. It will become northwesterly with gusts to right around 20 miles per hour later in the day once that low pressure has moved off to the east. But obviously, the further east it gets, the clearing will take place. And tomorrow night, we'll have clear skies. The winds will die down, but then pick up a little bit, especially after midnight. We will be looking at clear skies and 30 degrees for a low tomorrow night. Now, moving into Thursday, we're going to be looking at mostly sunny skies because of that clearing effect. Clouds once again will be moving in late on Thursday night, and there will be a chance of some showers after midnight on early Friday morning. 52 is going to be our high on Thursday. 38 will be our low on Thursday night. We will have, as I said, a chance of showers, and I think we'll have a better chance of seeing some rain shower activity, a little bit more coverage area late Thursday night and early Friday morning. Friday promises to be a mostly cloudy day. There is going to be a glimpse of some sun here and there, a chance of showers early in the morning on Friday and also later in the day on Friday. Our high temperature will be about 56 on Friday, 37, 36 for a low on Friday night. Partly cloudy skies becoming cloudy again on late Friday night, early Saturday morning. There will be a chance of a shower or two late Friday night, but clearing off as we move into the weekend. Saturday should be a partly cloudy day. Clouds will be on the increase. And then once again, Saturday nights, the clouds will pick up and we'll have a real good chance of seeing some moisture. Now, I say moisture because Saturday night's low will be 31. So whatever moisture we get, right now we're flipping a coin. My guess is it is going to be snow showers and snow flurries on Saturday night and early Sunday morning, because the chances of precipitation will be better than I think some of the forecasters think it's going to be on Sunday, especially Sunday morning. And there will be a mix of rain and snow during the day on Sunday. Sunday's high will only make it up to 41. We're looking for a low on Sunday night, probably one of the coolest temperatures in the Great Lakes Bay area that we have experienced here so far in the fall. We're going to drop down to about 26 for a low on Sunday night. Again, with that chance of some precipitation, frozen precipitation is not out of the question at all, especially with those temperatures in the mid-20s. Monday, high temperature of 38 with partly cloudy skies. And then as we work our way into the work week next week, we'll begin to see some moderation in those temperatures. For the period that take us through the 17th of November, we are looking for next week those temperatures to start off, well, the weekend and next week, start off below normal, but then average out at or a little bit above normal as we finish the work week off. What's normal? Well, average is 52 in the afternoon and 36 at night. Once we move into the work week next week, average high will be right around 50 and our low will be 33. Record high in the state set back in 2015, 75 degrees. The record low, 50 in 1951. We dropped down to 16 degrees. And as far as cold records are concerned, we mentioned it yesterday, from the period of November the 2nd to November the 6th, all of our record low temperatures were set in 1951. Snow records, yeah, we did have a little snowy spell back in 1966, but then as we move into the snow records, we're looking at some record amounts of snow coming up November the 6th and November the 7th. Again, those are back in 1951. We had more than a foot of snow during that period of time. But a little bit better news, the warmest ever, November the 4th, just set 3 years ago, 2022. 71 was our high, 57 was our low. And a year ago today, our high was 65 and our low was 53. We picked up a little bit better than a half inch of rain. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, Matthew, who do we have today?
Coming up next, we have Abby Terwilliger from the Andersons, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
Well, before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrient Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at RoofMax. AskBenHow.com. That's where I went to check it out and see what he had to offer. Well, what he had to offer was a free roof assessment to start off, so I gave him a call. 989-859-6751. What did Ben tell me? He said, well, you got a pretty good roof. There's a couple of things that do need to be fixed. We can take care of that. But how about, since it's about 21, 22, 23 years old, how about we just add a little bit more to that roof as far as longevity goes? And I said, no, I don't have a problem with that. What is it? Well, the product is called RoofMax. It restored the flexibility and it did extend the life of my roof. Obviously, it's saving me thousands of dollars and one big headache because I don't have to have a new roof. Quick. Comes with a transferable warranty. It's safe. And the crew, they really take care of business. I wasn't home when they got there. And when I got home, they were gone. I had no idea that the roof was taken care of, but everything was just like it was when I left in the morning. But I did notice that the roof looked a little bit different. And the roof on my barn looked a little bit different as well. Why? Because Ben took care of me. RoofMax is a product that I'm very happy with, and I know you will be too. Just like you maintain your equipment, your roof needs care too, and RoofMax delivers. And Ben knows how to do it. AskBenHow.com, because a little care today is going to save you a whole lot more tomorrow. Joining us now, Abby Twilliger from the Andersons. And Abby, what in the world happened here?
Well, yeah, I think we saw up and up and up, and all things that go up must come down. I think that's a theory of some sort.
Hopefully we don't have down, down, down.
Yes, I fingers crossed on that. I think today a lot of it is, giving back after going up for so much. For corn specifically, they raised the yield estimate a little bit to 186 from 185.9. So just a tad. That's Stone X. Obviously, we still aren't getting any official government reports out. And the thing with soybeans that I think is doing it is, I guess China is buying some South American beans. So our South America rally, or our China beans rally might be over. Something to pay attention to there. They did lower, Stone X did, the soybean yield estimate to 53.6, which is a little lower than 53.9 that they did have.
Well, actually, I mean, when you take a look at the soybeans, we did have a pretty good run, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And I mean, cash price right now is just right around 1040. So it's not like it's anything. It hasn't gone down back to where we were, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
So still some opportunity there. But I have to think, as far as the corn is concerned, there were some guys that were wondering if they should take advantage of the corn price as late as yesterday morning.
Yeah, I mean, definitely something to talk to your marketer about, figure out what your cost is, make sure, you're locking in, or if you're making money, count it as a win. Just an idea there with that. Just something to definitely be in talks with and kind of look and see where your gut feeling is of where the market's going to go.
Yeah, and as far as the input costs go, I'm hearing all sorts of different stories right now. Hopefully, Vic Huffer is going to shed a little light on that. But I've heard that some of the prices are beginning to inch their way down just a little.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I don't know any specifics, but I have heard a couple have came down just a tad. Hopefully, that continues.
Yeah. So right now on the board, what do you have?
All right. Right now in Hemlock, we have corn at $3.75. Next year's harvest is at $4. Soybeans right now $10.40. Next year's harvest at $10.23. Red wheat for next summer is $5.07 and white wheat $5.27.
You take care. Have a great day, Abby.
Thanks, you too.
You bet. Abby Twilliger over at the Andersons. A little bit more as far as what the markets are doing. Not only the ag futures, but some of the other related issues. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining me. The market report brought to you by Steiner Tractor. You know, they do take their job personally at Steiner because they understand that your life and job both stop if that tractor stops running. Want to make it look good? A lot of you do. Steiner can help. 800-234-3280. Or you can go online and check it out at steinertractor.com. Market report also brought to you by Kryjak's House, a great place to dine in, and of course, a great place to get the food that you have to supply for an event that's coming up. 989-894-5531. That's the hotline number to get that food taken care of. Or, you know, if you got a bigger group and you want to reserve a table, use that same number, 989-894-5531, especially with the holidays coming up. Kryjak's House, corner of Cass and Michigan on the south side of Bay City. We say good morning to Doug Klein. And Doug, they're giving back a little bit today, huh?
Yeah, giving back kind of, it was kind of serious this morning. The guy that, whatever, he was the big short guy. He's all over the news. He's like, I'm short in this market. I hate Palantir because it's run up from about $10 to $200, and he thinks it's way overvalued. He thinks a lot of things are way overvalued. So, I kind of hit early this morning. The markets kind of came back up. Not super convinced that it's sustainable comeback. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. As far as grains go, I don't know. I'm not horribly worried about this pullback. I could be wrong, but seems to me that there could be some legs to this. If you're going forward a couple months or even a year or more. So anyway, we'll have to see what happens. But we got a lot of new lows today. FMC, the fertilizer company, again hit another new low, $13.80 a share. So that's getting ugly. What else? Oh, Cabot hit a new low today. They're the guys up in Midland that work with Dow. $63 off a high of 117. So that's been kind of ugly for the last 12 months or so. What else? Crude is kind of flat. Precious metals a little bit negative. Oh, Bitcoin is $102,000 per unit, and that's come off a high of about 140, something like that. So I guess there's risk in everything that you do nowadays. Anyway, so here's your numbers. December corn, 430 1/4, down 4 cents. The March corn is 443 1/2, down 3 1/4. November soybeans, 1103 1/2, down 16 1/4. January soybeans, 1116 1/4, down 18. The December wheat is 541 1/4, down 2 1/4. And the March wheat, 554 3/4, down 2 3/4. Crude oil is 60.66, down 39 cents. Heating oil, 242.24, up 1.7 cents. Gasoline is 192.48, that's up 0.8 of a penny. Natural gas is 455.7, that is up 5.6 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, US dollar buys $1.4079 Canadian, that's up 24 ticks. The yen, the dollar buys 153.50 yen, that's down 71 ticks. The euro's at 114.90, that's kind of sort of going down 28 ticks. The dollar's at over a dollar, $1.07, that's up 19.6 ticks. Gold is at $39.95.10, down $5.20. Silver's $47.13, up down 75.5 cents. Platinum's $15.61.70, down 19.7 cents. Copper's at $4.93.50, down 11 1/4 cents.
All righty.
Oh boy.
Another interesting day.
Oh my. Oh my.
I guess. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All righty. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment and Frankenmuth. Those Farm All tractors are ready to do the job for you. there's a lot of work yet to be done here as we approach and get toward the end of the year. And also this time of the year, they have some pretty good deals right now on Farmall tractors, some financing opportunities available as well. You might want to check it out. Remember, they have them anywhere from 35 to 140 horses. And again, it's all about picking the right Farmall tractor for the job that you've got to do. Anywhere from the value-packed compact Farmall A up to the deluxe compact Farmall C and C series with cabs. Tractor does it all, so no matter what you're doing, Can Do comes in red, and it's called Farmall. See them today. Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth, doing it right longer. Along with us right now, we have Henne over at Bay Landscaping. Good morning. How are you?
Doing fantastic. How are you doing?
Hey, not too bad. Now, I don't know if you heard, but in the forecast, we're talking Sunday night, 26, 27 degrees.
Oh, boy. Are we really?
Yeah.
I haven't looked yet, to be totally honest.
I don't blame you.
Sometimes it's just, forecast is always good, but sometimes you just got to kind of ride it, right?
I think so.
So what's interesting that I've kind of looked into lately is hydrangea flower heads and grasses actually have a lot in common right now, even though they're two totally different plants. They can both be cut back anytime between now and next spring. So meaning if you don't care for how they look, it's okay to make them go away. But if you like the visual interest, leaving them over the winter is also a totally good option. We just recommend to be sure to cut them back in the spring before new growth starts. And probably then do that before, what did you say, Sunday?
Sunday.
Not freezing when you do it? Yeah.
All right. So good advice, I'll tell you. Hannah, you take care. You have a great day, okay?
You as well. Take care.
You bet. Hannah over at Bay Landscaping. Take a quick break, and then who do we have up next, Matthew?
Coming up next, we have Vic Hupfer from Freeland Bean and Grain.
But first, this.
For 100 years, Forward Energy has been more than just a home heat and fuel provider. We've been a part of your community, and you've been a part of our family through every storm, every season, and every moment. We've been right here, keeping you warm and safe. As your hometown energy provider, we deliver more than just propane. We deliver peace of mind with reliable service, quality you can count on, and a commitment to always being there when you need us most. Forward Energy, 100 years strong, fueled by family, powered by community.
Farm Service brought to you today by the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Remember, they're licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. You can get a hold of their agents directly on their cell for questions or emergencies, or you can give the office a call in Reese, 989-868-4722, the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Vic Hupfer joining us right now from Freeland Bean and Grain. Vic, things are pretty close to wrapped up, aren't they?
Yeah, for the most part. We've got a few guys in our territory that we work with that have a little bit of corn to go, but I would say all in all, we're probably looking at corn harvest to be 75 to 80% wrapped up and done. I would guess when you start looking around the fields. You go out of the area a little bit more, like notice south of Hemlock and even some spots up north, there's a little more corn that's still standing, but I would still say as a whole, with the number of guys that are already done, that they're 70, we're probably close to 75% finished with corn. I figured this week, as far as us, even with some of these later guys, by the end of the week, we'll be pretty well wrapped up and done here as far as corn. We'll probably be pushing 95% done with corn. Soybeans, we don't know of anybody that's got any more soybeans to bring to us. I think we're finished there. The edibles, we got a few that have got to come in yet, but for the most part, they're wrapped up and done. But all in all, it's getting there pretty close. And I think the sugar beet factory has actually got quite a few acres and done. You see a lot of beet fields that are disappearing and pretty well gone. But other than that, I'm just letting guys know there's great pricing on seed corn. Cash discounts are really good if guys have the chance to take advantage of it. I'm letting some people know that, I don't know, I'm in a camp where I think purchasing liquid nitrogen is something where guys should take advantage of too. We're talking potentially a pretty good sized corn crop next year with the lack of soybean shipments, exports. I think we're going to see a fair amount of corn again next year. And nitrogen, we came out of a year where we were empty. The pipeline was drained. And before those prices get away from people, I think it's a good idea to get either everything you need for the nitrogen for the year bought, or at least a percentage of it bought. I think a lot of guys have filled their farm storage pretty much. There's still a little bit on the farm, I think, to fill yet. And I would think about getting those tons procured and done if they have the opportunity. And I know there isn't a lot of money on the farm, but we still got to think about next year and being as cost effective as we can. And that's the one thing that I think could add a fair amount of cost per acre into what we're doing is purchasing that nitrogen to save some money. That can add up to, $30-$40 an acre pretty fast, the difference in price.
Yeah, it sure does. Good advice. Vic, you take care. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
You bet. Thanks, Terry.
You bet. Vic Huffer over at Freeland Bean. Let's check the market on New York right now. Teresa over at Baird & Company joining me. What's going on, Teresa?
Good morning. Currently, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 142 points at 47,195, 424 million shares traded. NASDAQ down 301 at 23,525, 737 million shares traded there. Some stocks of local interest include Caterpillar at 552.33, down 18.27. Deere 468.58, up 6.64. CMS Energy 72.73, up 24. Dow 22.93, down 30. DuPont 36.94, up 2.25. Corteva 62.70, up 64. General Motors 67.68, down 54. Trinzio $1.38, down a dime. Walmart 102.19, up 60. Huntington Bank 15.35, down 2. Independent Bank 30.14, down 8, and AT&T at 24.34, down 19.
You take care, Teresa. Thank you so much. All righty.
My pleasure.
Teresa DeVoe over at Baird & Company. We'll be right back.
It's been an unreasonably warm fall. Hard to believe harvest is already here, but that's how it goes. Mother Nature runs the show, and the cycle keeps moving forward. At ACH Seeds, we take the same long view. It takes nearly 10 years to bring a new sugar beet variety to market, and every step of that process is focused on helping your operation grow into the future. From all of us at ACH Seeds, thank you for another season of partnership. We look forward to growing with you.
Sugar beet harvest is a special time of year. The sounds, the smell, and the teamwork are like nothing else. This is Jeff Karst, your ACH Seeds representative, with a friendly reminder to make safety a top priority this harvest season. Encourage your crews to stay alert in the field and drive carefully as they deliver this year's crop. You've built an incredible legacy, one worth protecting. Thank you for your continued trust in ACH Seeds.
ACH Seeds, growing with you.
Don Morris and Allie Teal want to remind you that Pivot Bioproven G3 is helping you put more back into your product. 3 game-changing modes of action that feed more nitrogen, boost nutrient uptake, and amplify yield potential. Find out more about Pivot Bioproven G3 and check the price against synthetic nitrogen. Get a hold of Don Morris or Allie Teal today. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coin in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour.